The sickness that's gone around is finally run through the team, for the most part. So this will be as good as we've been, I think, when we get to Friday night.
What are your concerns with Alate Johnson, the double-double machine they got? Do you do special things for him on Friday night, or?
Yeah, a lot of his, boy, I watched a lot of it this weekend, and a lot of the things he gets done here are individual effort type plays, where he just goes and beats guys to the offensive glass, whether it's his shot or somebody else's. So now it's, you don't really game plan or design for that type of thing. You gotta have some guys that are willing to match it. And with Johnson, I think that's the key, is we got to have some guys that are willing to match that. And you would think just up front with Clint Bennett, Luke, Ted, those guys that have played up there, but that would extend, I think, to Jeremy and Jordan and to the rest of our lineup. We're going to have some guys that are willing to play at that same high level when it comes to rebounding. And I've seen some guys match that with Johnson, and he's still going to get some because he goes and goes and goes, and he's done such a good job of it. But boy, if you don't match it, he's going to get them all. And so that to me is going to be have much more impact than what kind of game plan we can put together.
Are there any other specific concerns with playing Missouri State, just knowing their personnel and what Paul does?
They've changed their lineup a little bit and moved Miller off the ball a little bit more again. If you go back to our first game when Russo was still playing and was playing the point guard position, Miller was playing the off guard. When Russo stepped away from the team, they moved Miller back to the point guard position, and now they've moved Dixon in and are starting him at the point as the primary ball handler, and they'll go back and forth. But Miller ends up still handling the basketball a lot. Now it's just more in scoring type situations. So they've got two guys on the floor now that are using the ball screen, and they had that, again, non-conference and early in conference play, they had that. And they've gone back to that now, and we did not. And we saw some of that in our game. But that's one of the changes they've made. And anytime you've got more than one guy that can use the ball screen, that puts added pressure on your defense. And then they'll isolate Johnson in a lot of different spots on the floor. And we did a pretty good job defensively with Johnson at their place, getting him bottled up a little bit. I thought Clint did a pretty good job in some isolation situations, but we're going to see that again. And then it comes down, and not just for us, in particular with the team that we've got this year, the rebounding has been a challenge for us. But the way that they rebound the basketball has been a challenge for a lot of people. So that'll be at the front of the scouting report.
Defensively, what do they look like?